Hello chess fans! We're back with another rapid chess video, and I've changed my camera angle a little bit so you can let me know if this one's better, but we're going to be playing against Uzuchiwa. So he plays c5. Let's go for a tricky repertoire with b3. And I haven't done a rapid video in quite a while, so I am probably a little bit rusty. Okay, he goes knight c6. Let's go bishop b2, activating the bishop on the long diagonal. Okay, e5 is one of those critical lines. Now I remember there's some f4 move here, and I think that's what I'm going to go for, f4. I'm sort of just playing like a king's gambit, but the idea is this pawn on e5 is really annoying. So let's go here, threatening this. Bishop g4 at some point I think is a good move. I can't remember exactly where, but I remember his idea should be like bishop g4, knight d4 before I can sort of get c3 off. And I'm not too familiar with the theory. I just know we have a lot of pressure on this pawn right here. But now I'm thinking takes, and here looks pretty good. Now, the reason why I don't take and immediately grab the pawn is because I'm worried about queen h4, and I don't really see a move for me there. If I go g3, I immediately lose. So I think I should take and maybe go here. But then again, the question is, do I really need to, like, can I just go here immediately? And I think the answer is yes. So that on queen h4, I have king f1. I don't think I need to take here because there's this pin. So he goes bishop g7. Let's just take here. Now he has to take with the pawn. Now I could double his pawns, and that's probably quite reasonable, and I probably have a big advantage there, but is there anything better? I could also take here. That's also considerable. Also takes with the knight. Is there possible queen d4 is there? I don't think any of them work because I have knight c6 attacking the queen, and then there's a discovery, and maybe he gets trapped in the corner, but I don't think so. So next I have to consider bishop takes here. So he'll take here, take here. He'll probably go queen h4, I would assume. I have to go king f1. And am I losing there? He can go queen here. Yeah, actually, because my knight would be hanging there. I think the simplest course of action is actually just to castle. If he has to play a move like f6, that's obviously great for me. And it's not actually too clear what I do on f6. I probably am taking on c6 regardless though. So I think I'm going to take on c6. I'm going to get rid of this. And I don't think I'm going to take the pawn. I think I'm just going to castle. His structure is already very bad. Though actually I think I gave him this move, c4. Okay, he goes queen d6, which is not going to worry me at all. So now I'm going to go here, look to get the knight into c4, and position should be quite nice. So now I go knight d2. He has to go bishop e6, but then I meet it with knight g5. So I think he had to go f6 there. So now knight g5, I'm threatening this. Once I get rid of the bishop pair, this pawn on c5 should just be super weak. So this shouldn't be much of a problem. And I think our position is very nice. His only source of counterplay really is to go for this f5 move. Now I could immediately go for this, and I don't really see a problem with it. Yeah, I'm going to immediately go for this pawn. This knight can never defend because of the 3 rule. He goes there. Now, does that not just invite knight c4? Actually, no, he has queen d4. I guess this is his idea. So maybe I can go queen e2. He has to go f5. Like, it's pretty much an only move here. If he doesn't go f5, he just loses. So yeah, he goes f5, which is good by my opponent. I could go c3 d4. He would take here. My idea was to go here, but I don't know if it actually works so much anymore. Could also go queen e3, just threatening to take the pawn on c5. If he goes here, I have bishop takes c5. Queen e3 looks actually the best to me. And on f4, I could just take on c5, and I have this x-ray. So yeah, queen c5 looks good to me. Queen d4 doesn't work because I just take on c5. Okay, he goes there. So I want to take here probably. Or do I want to go for knight c4 first? It's actually something to consider. I think I'm going to go knight c4 first. After here, takes, I'm also on the knight. So takes, he goes here. The idea is if he goes queen d7, maybe I can take here. And then the knight's attacked. So I'm going to go knight c4. I don't think I'm worried about f4 because at worst I could just take and then go back. And then this pawn's hanging. Okay, he goes queen there. Now I'm thinking queen c5. I'm on the knight now. And the question is, where does the knight move? He can't go bishop f8 because I take on e5. So he goes rook d7. That's probably quite reasonable. So now let's just try to go rook e1. Rook e1 might be risky because he has f4. So what if I just take here first? I don't think he has e4 because his, his queen is hanging. I did give him rook d5 though in the future, which might be annoying, but for now the knight's hanging. So maybe he goes knight here. Yeah, actually maybe I shouldn't have allowed that. Knight here seems very strong. Yeah, and then he has rook d5 right after. That was not good on my part to allow that, but okay, we should still be better here, but it's getting closer now. Now I'm turning on e5, so he has to go rook d5, I assume. I don't really see another move. E4, okay, wow. Yeah, wow, he's turning here now. Okay, but yeah, that's a nice move. Rook e4 seems possible. There's bishop d4 check. Could I take on d4 at that point? No, he has knight takes d4. I take here, I go rook d6, rook e8, even knight d4. So yeah, I don't really think I can allow that. My other option is to go for bishop b2. I'm worried about e3 in the potential. Bishop b3 even takes here. Oh no, sorry, he can't take there, he's pinned. So I'm going to go bishop b2, I think. Rook d5 though. I have queen a3. My pieces are just moving away from the side of the board they want to be on though. King h1 is even a possibility, but after bishop d4, his pieces are just getting very active. Takes bishop d4, takes on d4, knight takes d4, takes. I really want to play that. Knight e5, rook c7, let's say. Even if I win that, it's not really that good. I'm gonna go bishop b2. I think it's important to get that bishop off the board. I really don't like my position, to be honest. I think I messed this up clearly, but okay, you're going to play bad moves in chess. That's sort of natural. I still think we should be doing fine here, at least. On e3, I can even go queen c4. On rook d5, yeah, I just realized I had queen c4. Yeah, so queen c4 is nice. So e3, he goes for it. I could go g4, attacking the knight here. I could also go queen c4. Queen c4, rook d5 though. Then I could go queen e4 maybe. Here, knight h4 is just really annoying, to be honest. I go queen g3, he goes queen takes g4, I go like queen g3. Then he has queen d4 and he wins the game on the spot. So I actually can't even go g4. Yeah, then it becomes difficult. Because if I go here, he has rook here. I don't know if there's a way to avoid that. Queen c4, rook d5. Oh yeah, queen c4, rook d5 maybe. Maybe there's even, oh no, he can't move, sorry, because, okay, so he has to go rook d5, I think. That's very surprising, actually. Now this is hanging. And now I can go g4. Knight d4. Don't really like that. I could go rook e3, I think. Is there any knight e2 check? Not really. I don't like this from my opponent. I think it was quite bad. But I could be wrong. Also, actually on rook e7, I can't go rook here because... Okay, what? Do I not have here? Here and then here? King f2, rook f7. King e1. Rook e2 here. I think that works. I don't really see a problem. I think my opponent had something better, but I'm getting sort of low on time, so I think he should have doubled. Okay, so I go here now. Takes, I just take here. If he takes here, I just go here. Oh, there's knight f3, I guess. Maybe that's his idea. I didn't see that, actually, initially going into this. But I could go here, and if he takes, I can take, go here. And then knight's trapped, he has to go h5. I take, go here, knight d4. So now I have king d1. Okay, king d1, yeah. This is defended. If rook here, I can go here, I think. There's no checks by the knight, and now I should just be cleanly up 2 pawns. I want to defend this pawn. It's sort of just a blank threat, but I'm just making sure I can't lose this position. Now this is defended. I want to go rook f4 next. Okay, he goes there. Let's just take that. Give this check. Oh, actually I had c3 first, I just realized. Let's go here, threatening this. Okay, that's very passive. Now let's go h4, threatening rook g5 check. Keep the rook attached to the pawn. I should have probably gone b4 maybe. Okay, let's go b4 now. Threatening a4, b5. a4, b5 is my idea. b5, takes. Now this is with check. And he resigns. So I think quite a clean game. I think I used my position effectively from the opening. I definitely got an advantage from there. I messed it up at some point. Yeah, like here's +3, but I definitely should be doing well here. g6 doesn't really make much sense. And okay, yeah, so we did follow a sort of theoretical line. e5 is definitely one of the best moves to get this sort of setup. And one of the ideas of e5 is simply you want to control the d5 square, and usually this is not such a good idea because of this move c3, d4. So for example, if I went knight f3, knight here, and okay, let's say I went like bishop e2 and he went like e5. Here it's not such a good idea, I think, because I have the c3, d4 plan. Okay, actually in this specific position, I guess it doesn't work. Maybe if I go bishop c4, then e5. Now here it's not so specifically good. He created this weakness, and also I have c3, d4 ideas. But when it plays against this bishop here, it makes a lot more sense because now he can go d6, f6. It's sort of a reasonable idea. And here, while maybe the best move is to go bishop c4, sort of go into that same line where you've made this sort of weird development choice to put the bishop here when the bishop should probably go help with the f4 break. Here, for example, after like knight f6, I don't really know this line, but knight c3, d6, knight g2, and preparing f4. And apparently the position has very good win weights for white. But here f4 I think is a little bit more of a challenging move, especially after this move d6, which I think could just be considered kind of dubious. Apparently here I'm supposed to go knight c3. I didn't actually know this. The idea is to go knight d5. But knight f3 seems very natural. And here after this, we're going to go d4 next. The position is very unclear. And the engine recommends bishops here, but that just looks bad on account of bishop g4. But okay, bishop b5, the position looks very unclear. Ideas like this. We don't really care about we're sacrificing the pawn because we're opening files, and our bishop at least makes sense now. All of our pieces make some sense. But g6 makes our bishop make too much sense. Here I go bishop b5, bishop g7. And I guess, yeah, I should take, and then go here. What's the difference exactly? I gave him this knight e7 move because I'm pinned. So, but if I take here first and then go here, knight e7 is no longer as powerful. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. See, a little bit of move order inaccuracy there. We ended up getting a transposition, queen d6. Yeah, I think queen d6 was pretty bad. I thought he should have gone f6 to prevent any knight g5 ideas so he can play bishop here. But his idea is to go f5 anyways at some point, so maybe queen d6 is better. Engine likes knight h6, which I don't entirely understand. What's the idea? Okay, I can't take here again because queen d4, so I have to go like king h1 first, maybe. Okay, d3 here, knight here, bishop there, knight g5, getting rid of that piece, bishop a3. Yeah, again, maybe, did he have c4 anywhere here? Did I give him c4 here? That was something I was worried about. Because the idea is if takes here, he has this check, so I would lose. So I was worried I got rid of him, but I still have this, and this is still apparently nice for me. After bishop h6, I still can't take rook f2, and if he ever takes, oh, he loses this, but even still takes here, and his position is very bad. There's a lot of weak pawns. So yeah, even that, getting rid of the double pawns is not the biggest fear in the world. So knight bd2, bishop e6, excuse me, castles, knight takes e6, queen takes e6, bishop a3, and yeah, a simple position playing against the double pawns. This is something you often get from the Rossilimo. Now, the reason why you'd play b3 over this is, for example, if they play here, you can try to get an improved version of the Rossilimo. You can go bishop b5 here, knight g7, and it's just really hard for them to develop. It's just some sort of thing that's kind of unpleasant. You go knight e2, look for some original line, but yeah, you can also try to, this is sort of a way also to look out against d6 as well, because now you can go bishop b2, and after, like, you know, whatever, knight c6, now we go bishop b5 and f4, and our position, at least we've avoided some sort of knight or some sort of mainline theory. And we've got sort of an original position. So this was all pretty good by me. Now, where did I mess up exactly? Queen e3 is a good move. I'm attacking there, here. So yeah, I should just go here. Just trade queens. This is probably the simplest way to do things, and then the knight's hit. If he defends it, I could pick up another pawn. And yeah, this would probably have been the easiest way to win the game. But of course, you know, I have to make mistakes. I played knight c4. I just kind of missed the fact he can go queen here. I was only thinking really of queen d7, and then I thought after, for example, here, if he ever goes to something like f4, takes here, double attack. I just kind of forgot his queen could go to e6 and then defend the pawn. So here I took here, he goes there, and yeah, here I made a huge mistake. That was just terrible. I sort of was only thinking about g takes, in which case it's an excellent idea after rook e1. I just have all this pressure, but yeah, knight takes was a very accurate move by my opponent and slowly getting back into the game. And here I made another mistake. I just completely missed e4. I was only thinking about rook d5 here, in which case after queen f2 I thought I was still winning, but yeah, I completely missed e4, and already it's I'm sort of in trouble. I guess this rook takes e4 move is possible after this takes. I remember I did look at this, and after knight e5, rook c7, bishop d6, rook c8. I didn't see how I'm winning, but okay, knight g4 and knight d7, looking for f6, I guess. And then bishop d4. Okay, this is what I missed, but I saw up to here and I didn't really see why I'm winning. So after that, instead, he should probably take the rook, takes here, bishop d4. If I saw this, I probably wouldn't have gone for it, because after like rook f2, takes, looks very bad for me. Yeah, does not look good for me. I have two pawns, but yeah, the exchange usually is better. So bishop b2 I felt was like a better move. Queen d5 is a very tough move to spot. Not very natural at all. Rook d5 looks more natural, but oh, queen a3, yeah. And then you trade and go queen b2, get our queen back in the game. So takes. This was sort of bad. I really had no idea what to do on rook here, to be honest. I was not thinking about knight a3. I was thinking about rook f3, this idea to go g4 next. Even this is not really the most solid thing, but yeah, knight a4 I think is clear here to go knight c3. If I saw that, I definitely would have gone for this. But yeah, this just looks really easy to me. g4 is bad. Oh, because of e2. And if rook f2, now knight d4. Yeah, and I would have been in trouble, actually. This would not have been easy to win this. So yeah, g4 is a little bit rushed. Maybe just not rook f5. Just rook e2 here. Then knight d4. Oh, rook e3, yeah. Rook e2, and if rook e7 here, now knight d4, again, rook e3. Because I didn't blunder knight f3, like with g4. Okay, yeah, so after knight d4. Here, notice that if I go rook e1, he has knight f3, he wins. And here, if he goes knight f3, I was thinking king e2 takes, king g3. His only move to try to escape with the knight is h5, but after takes here, takes. I'm up 2 pawns in endgame. He probably saw this and he's completely lost. So instead of that, he went knight d4, and now I don't have to go king d2 and just allow a repetition. Just no point in doing that. So instead, I went king d1, and this should be quite clean from here. Oh yeah, here I don't know why. I just have c3, I think, right? Yeah, and he just has to lose the knight. Because if he moves the knight, then I go knight f5, winning the exchange. So yeah, that was again bad. I was just too impatient here, but other than that, quite a good game. As you can see, I did blunder the advantage a lot, but that's probably going to happen. Generally I had the advantage the whole game, at least. At some points it slipped, but still managed to keep it under control. So yeah, that's the end of today's video, guys. If you liked the video, please leave a like and subscribe. And yeah, if you guys like this camera angle better, let me know. I mean, I'm not sure, it makes a big difference, but yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one.